to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Huntley. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
There's a little bit of lightning talking to the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Huntley trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on the first down, followed by an incompletion. One good run, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific for him. It was surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Runs over it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running, trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 10-0 the score after 1 on After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right. Extra point by Booker is on target, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he goes out right around the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trucks over him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
3. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they send a man in motion right. will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a run is on here in this first half. Send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Huntley swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Huntley over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Back to throw again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level of defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
But the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over the 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
31. Mahomes is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That was a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos, able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Azeez Ojulari providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Huntley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement. This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Let's get that touch. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there.
his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Huntley. And now here's another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Odell Beckham Jr. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observations. I think you saw them charge onto the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to push any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Texans first down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And some space here. Touchdown, Houston.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Pulls it in at the 13. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards. That's good.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Mahomes now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mahomes going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari, his 2nd sack of the night. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Huntley. And this one is incomplete.
Give a big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route go deep, he stayed in position to complete the completion without running any risk of failure.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Huntley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Only able to gain a couple. 3rd down and 6 to go. In need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Huntley. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's Huntley. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw again.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that will get a fade incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be around just a little bit. That's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
56-yard gain on the play. That's good for Kansas.
So it's a win for the Chiefs.